Kumusta mga kaibigan? Welcome to Josh Friends, where faith meets friendship and inspiration is just a conversation away. This is Reverend Migs Ramirez, and today we are joined by a special guest who's ready to share some words of wisdom from your favorite books and songs from Jesuit Communications. This might just be exactly what you need to hear. So, sit back, relax, and let's dive into another episode of heartwarming stories and uplifting messages. Are you ready? Let's go!
Bilang isang musiko, I've always believed that every song has its sacred moments. Those pauses between notes where something divine happens. But it wasn't until I discovered Ignatian spirituality that I truly understood what it means to make space for God in the everyday. Hello, ako po si Marius Villaroman, and I want to share something that has profoundly shaped my journey, both as a musician and as someone seeking deeper connection with God. Alam po ninyo, my path has been quite unconventional. From serving as an organist at our parish, St. Nicholas of Tolentine sa Cabanatuan for almost 20 years, to studying theology at the San Jose Major Seminary at the Ateneo, to now working as a freelance musician. Parang patchwork quilt of experiences. And honestly, there were times I wondered, Lord, saan nga ba ako patungo? What's the bigger picture here? But then, I encountered this beautiful invitation from Sacred Space, the Prayerbook 2026, which is now available for pre-order. Listen to this insight from Father Brendan Comerford of the Society of Jesus. And it says, God is in the bits and pieces of every day. Sobrang simple, pero life-changing. You see, we, as musicians, we understand that a symphony isn't just about the grand crescendos, but it's also about the quiet measures, the subtle transitions, the spaces between the notes. Ganyan din pala ang presensya ng Diyos sa buhay natin. Hindi lang siya sa mga big moments tulad ng ordination, concerts, major performances, life-changing decisions, but He's also there in the mundane moments. When I'm arranging music for my client, God is there. When I'm teaching a student how to find the right chord progression, God is also there. Even when I'm walking those long distances, which is one of my favorite hobbies, or when I'm exploring new places, backpacking, or just hanging out with family and friends, God is there. And what I love about Sacred Space is how it brings this Ignatian insight into our daily routine. It's not asking us to be extraordinary saints. It's inviting us to recognize the sacred in our ordinary lives. Whether you're a registered nurse, like I once was, a teacher, a performer, or kahit ano pa man ang trabaho mo, this prayer book helps you to see that your daily grind is actually sacred ground. Reflecting on Ignatian spirituality, I'm reminded that Saint Ignatius himself discovered God not in the grand gestures, but in the process of discernment, in the daily examination of conscience, finding God in all things. The Sacred Space tradition, started by Irish Jesuit Alan McGuckian in 1999, carries the same spirit, making prayer accessible, making the ordinary extraordinary. Kaya nga, perfect timing na available na for pre-order ang Sacred Space 2026. It's not just a prayer book. It's a companion for those of us who want to deepen our relationship with God, without adding another burden to our already busy lives. Each page offers scripture, prayer prompts, and reflections rooted in Ignatian spirituality. Hindi ko in-expect na after all these years of making music, teaching, traveling, studying theology, the most profound lesson I'd learned is this: God doesn't just meet us in the grand concert halls, in the big spaces, but He also meets us in the practice rooms, in the small spaces, sa traffic, sa pila ng grocery, at sa bawat ordinaryong pagkakataon ng buhay. Let us journey together in hope. Journey with us with books and songs. Read more and get inspired by Sacred Space, the Prayerbook 2026. Head over to Jescom exclusives at jescom.ph/Josh to pre-order your copy. Maraming salamat po for joining us today. May you find the sacred in your ordinary, and may your space, wherever you are, become truly sacred.
Maraming salamat, kaibigan. That wraps up another episode of Josh Friends. I hope today's reading touched your heart and gave you something to reflect on. Remember, you can find the full text of what we shared today, along with many other inspirational resources, at the Jescom online shop. Until next time, this is Reverend Migs Ramirez reminding you that you are never alone on your journey of faith. Paalam at ingat, mga kaibigan!